Well, what is going on, everybody out there in the YouTube world? So today we are at my community ponds, I guess you could say. These ponds are in my trailer park, and since we are, I guess, tenants of the trailer park, that's the right word, right? Tenants of the trailer park, we get to come out here and do a little fishing from time to time. So this time of year in Alabama, or at least where we are right now, the past few days have been sort of warm. I think the water temperature is at a good level to actually catch some fish today. It is a little cool today, cooler than it was yesterday. I don't think that's gonna matter too much. The sun has been out pretty good today. As you can probably tell, there's clouds behind me, but earlier today, it was all like this. It was all very sparsely clouded and mainly just full-blown sun. So I'm thinking that these fish are gonna be pushed up farther than what they were like last week when it was like 32 degrees. I'm hoping that's gonna be the case. And I guess I should tell y'all what we're actually going for today instead of just saying fish the whole time. We're going for brim and crappie. We're going for something that we can eat and potentially fry up tonight for a little catch and cook action. The road to get to my house through the trailer park actually goes by one of the ponds, and I saw a whole bunch of brim suspended up near a little spillway area. I was like, you know, I got some worms, I got some brim hooks. Let's go catch some fish this afternoon after classes and get some really nice ones for supper. So that's the plan right now. As you can see, right, maybe you can't see. Well, there's structure behind me. There's a whole bunch of root systems and stuff. A few of them are sticking up out of the water right there. So in theory, since it's warmer today, they might be munching a little more than what they have been. These are the rules and regulations. You actually have to have like a park fishing license to come out here. It tells you what to keep and not keep. I really have no idea what's all in these ponds. I know there's like sunfish and bass. Supposedly there's a lot of crappie in here too. Fishing not permitted on Sunday. These are the ponds you can fish. Don't litter. No shiners allowed. That's interesting. That would make the crappie fishing hard. There's a nice helicopter. I'm sure that's gonna sound good. I've always found that fishing for crappie in a pond is just a lot easier. Well, it's a lot easier in general with minnows. So I guess you gotta use jigs if you wanna catch the crappie out of here. Okay, here we go. Fish limits and size. Bass 14 inches. We aren't gonna keep bass, so that's okay. Oh, they have catfish in here. Channel catfish. I have some stink bait in my car. I might have to go get some. Crappie no limit. So if we catch crappie, there's no limit on size or creel limit. Brim no limit. And random carp species don't keep. And last but not least, you can't keep them, but what's really neat about these ponds is they actually have paddlefish in here, which I had no idea before I moved here that paddlefish could live in a pond, but apparently they can. What we're going after? Crappie and brim, and I guess maybe catfish if the bite is tough for everything else. I did bring some bass stuff too, so if we catch our fish for supper and we want to try to catch some bass, because I have seen some chasing bait up near the shore, I'll just throw out a bass. So we're just going to catch some fish today, and hopefully we can get some for the little catch and cook. Now the sun's coming out, warming me up. I'm ready to fish. Let's throw on the chesty and get some worms out there and catch some brim. So when I was walking up, I spooked a whole school of brim right in this area. There is a really big stump right here that they might just sort of be chilling under. What I'm using today, just a simple little fluorocarbon leader with a brim hook at the end and a little split shot at the other. And we're just gonna fling it out there, see what happens. I have a cork as well in case the whole bottom rig thing doesn't work. All we really need for supper is one or two good fish or a few more smaller fish. We gotta catch old brimski. Oh, that's right over the log. Maybe they want it weightless. Got him. That's a good fish. Well, there's a bass. There is a bass. I thought you were a brim, my friend. We're not gonna keep you. Even if we were gonna keep bass, I think you were not 14 inches. You are fatty though. Oh my goodness. Oh man, oh man. There's numero uno for the day. I mean, he's not big, but he's got a nice little gut on him. He's super cold. Sorry that I didn't catch him on an artificial, all you bass purists out there, but I wasn't aiming for this guy, I promise. See ya. Peace. Let's catch another one. All right, well, skunk is out of the boat. Not with what we wanted, but at least it's out of the boat. Can't complain about that. Still have most of my worm on from the last time, but we're gonna put a more lively one on there to help out with the action. That fish literally bit it and did not move. I lifted up to jig it a little bit so it would give the worm action and maybe something would come and hit it. And that's how I found out that that bass ate it. And he might have eaten it when I was lifting it up, but I'm pretty sure he was on there. So he just ate it and sat there. So maybe my theory of the water is warming up and these bass in this pond are, there's a fish. No. That was a brim. Anyway, what I was saying, I think my theory of these fish are a little more active or a little more aggressive because of warmer water. I think that theory is wrong. They are biting pretty good though. Maybe that sunshine is helping a little bit. Threw in a little bit different area just to see. I missed that fish in the same spot like 3 times. So I don't know if it's small or maybe I just am trash, but either way, there's a fish. That's a brim. Oh yeah, that's a brim. Ha ha! I'm not trash. That's a good gill too. Heck yeah! Whew. That is what I'm talking about. That is gonna eat so good, my friends. Guys, look at that. That, my friends, is a chungus of a gill. Oh my gosh. You're so pretty too. I mean, the purples on that thing, man, that is such a pretty fish. Super chunky. Hate to do it to you, but this one's going in the bucket. He is definitely going in some sort of grease. Okay, so that's 1 gill down. If I catch any more of that size, oh, you can't see him. Right there. I'll probably only keep maybe 4 of those to eat, 4 or 5, because my buddies might come over and eat too. He's not the biggest in the world, but he is definitely an eater fish. If he was any bigger, I'd probably let him go because that's a good breeding size. And obviously if he was a whole bunch smaller than that, he'd be going back because you can't get any meat off of that. But that is a perfect eating size gill right there. Mission complete on the brim side. We're on a roll right now, so let's keep it going. I'm gonna cast her out there, see what's popping by this here structure. I love brim fishing. They're good fighters, honestly. People sort of sleep on the whole sunfish side of things, but especially in like a creek, oh my gosh, man. They're like a daggum mule. Very good eating too. So you got like a double whammy, you know what I'm saying? So basically the only thing you have to do with this rig is throw it out and let it sit. Easy thing to do. It's really and truly just the same type thing that everybody uses with a cork, like a bobber rig, I think is what people call them, except, you know, you obviously don't have the cork / bobber part. The only action you got to give it is when you don't get a bite for a little bit and you might just move it a little. Pretty simple, pretty easy. Definitely recommend this type fishing, especially if you're taking kids out or someone that's never fished before and you want to just get them on a bite. This is a very simple, easy thing to do. I think a lot of people are scared to get into fishing or to take their kids out fishing because they think it involves so much, and it can involve a lot, but as you can see, it can also involve just setting the hook on that dadgum tank of a brim. Oh, perfect timing. Oh, that's a bass. Dadgummit. Why is this thing blue? Why are you blue, bro? Thought you were a brim. As I was saying, it doesn't have to involve that much. And look where I got this fish. Right in the bottom jaw. Still a fish, and I will take it all day long. See you, buddy. So we're still on the hunt for brim, but at least we're catching. This big pond right behind me, I can also fish that. So if I stop getting bites here, we can just go down there, and I have caught some mondo gills down there. So, all right, let's move it on down. Is that a brim? Something's chasing after it. I can't tell what it is though. Oh, sheesh. Oh, it's a little bass. I couldn't tell what it was because it was so small. Oh, you're cold too. Guess everybody's cold these days. Good grief. Sorry that I stuck you so hard. All right, I'm gonna throw a few more times in this pond. It is currently 3:23. I got about an hour to fish, but the problem is now clouds are coming out. There's a few random little tree branches here and there in this area, and that's about as much structure as we're getting right here. Oh shoot, what was that? Something just hammered it. Oh, there he is. Oh, well, it's a nice little gill though. If we were struggling to catch fish, I might keep this one because this would eat. But since we're obviously getting into him okay, we'll let that guy go. That was definitely not the same fish that I just lost a little bit ago, but maybe he's still out here. There's another fish. That's a better brim. That's a better gill. Oh yeah, that might be a shellcracker. No, that's a gill. That is a gill. Heck yeah, baby, look at that. If you don't like brim, get it together. There's a line in my face. Okay, this guy right here is gonna be the second one for the eater. I was going to try and potentially release him because it does look like he's a pretty dominant male. He's sort of got that hump forming on his head and he's pretty big, but he swallowed that hook way past his gullet. There's really no hope for this guy. So thanks, buddy. Sorry you had to swallow the hook. I would have released you, but that's how it goes sometimes. All right, so we're gonna have to re-rig, and basically what I'm doing now, I am just straight tying a hook to the line and sending her out there. No weight, no nothing. So there we go. Awkward camera angle, YouTube. That is literally what I'm working with. You can't really see that. Okay, let's try that again. Bada bing, bada boom. Now you can see that, sort of, maybe. Just a little bitty brim hook. I don't know what size this is, but it's small, that's all I know. That's all you need. Let's catch another one. You know, I feel sort of bad for worms. They get eaten by pretty much everything alive. Oh, there's a bite. Airborne gilski. Heck yeah, man. You are a pretty little guy, and you might be number 3 in the old buckets. If I can get you off of... Calm it down, calm it down. Dang, you're feisty, bro. Yeah, I think you're going number 3 in the bucket, my friend. Nope. Dang, he got me too. Right there. Stuck his little fin in my finger. Well, I said I was going to keep 3, and I am keeping 3. That would have been number 3. I really hope I re-catch him, because I would love to eat him now. Oh, hello. I had such a nice gill, and he stuck my finger, and I like jolted or whatever, and I lost. He like literally right there. He would have been number 3. Huh? Can you see him? No, he shot off after he left me with a injury. We still have no weight, but we do now have a cork. Cork might mess us up and might help us out. I don't know. We're fixing to see. The cork will help us avoid gut hooking any more fish, so that's a plus. I just need one more. One more. Why is it always the last one that's so hard to catch? Come on. We'll throw one more spot over here, and then I'll try it without the cork, and we'll see if it makes a difference. Oh, there he is. There he is. There he is. No! No! I botched it. Dude, that was such a big hit. First bite I've had in a little while now, and I absolutely goofed up. Let's see if he'll come back for it. There he is. There he is. Come on. Got him. Got him. Nice brim. Nice brim. That is a stud and a half right there. Oh my God. Look at that. That right there is a bull brim. Absolutely giant. Very, very pretty fish, very healthy fish. I am looking for number 3 for the supper table, but this guy right here is gonna go back. He's got a breed. Spawn season is coming up soon, and as you can see, that gut's already getting fat for spawn, so we're gonna let him go, make some big old babies for us, and that way we can eat them. What a nice fish. See you later, bud. Go make me some babies. That's the biggest brim so far of 2020. Shoot, we're in 2021. Definitely the biggest brim so far in 2021. Probably bigger than any of the brim I caught in 2020. I don't care that we didn't keep that fish. I'm just glad that we caught him. With that being said, let's catch one that we can actually eat. Oh shoot, I just hooked the microphone. Dang, I got it deep too. I'm sure that's good. Come on. Ah, crud. Hello, I just hooked the microphone. That's really good for it. Really good for it. And now the camera's crooked. That's great.
What are you looking at?
There was a little, look, there's a baby fish. I guess when I got the water in the bucket for these big guys,
Scooped up a little minnow.
I got a little minnow. It's a little baby brim. I'm gonna take him back and put him in an aquarium.
There you go.
Oh shoot, there he is. Look at that, guys. Is there another one? There's another one. Dude. We're gonna get everything cleaned up. We're actually gonna go grab some lunch, supper, and then we're gonna come back and I'll probably film the rest of this video later today or maybe tomorrow. So y'all stay tuned. Enjoy the rest of the video. See you in a second. Feel free to trash me all you want to in the comment section for using a dull kitchen knife to fillet fish, but keep in mind, I just got a cleaner fillet with this trashy knife than half of y'all do with a fillet knife. Yeah, that's right. I see your TikTok videos. It's not good. I said what I said. But for real, all jokes aside, thank you so much for all the support on TikTok and YouTube. Really appreciate it. Love all you guys. We are fixing to cook these little golden crispies up. Let me adjust this light because this is just trash. We're not gonna do anything fancy. We're basically just gonna blacken them. Pretty simple, pretty easy. Literally one of the easiest ways to cook them. So let's quit talking about it and get the pan heated up and the fillet seasoned up, and let's get to cooking. That would be the most important part of this whole thing. So I don't have any butter right now, and I actually prefer to use butter. It's all good. Olive oil works just about as good. Any type of oil works about the same. And really and truly, this isn't true blackening. True blackening, you got to get that thing scorching hot, and you pretty much have to use a cast iron. More of just pan frying, I guess you would say. And today we're going to be using Cajun seasoning by the Louisiana Spice Company. You can use Tony Chachere's, Everglades. You can also just use salt and pepper and garlic. And as far as how hot, we're gonna put it not on high, but pretty dang close. It's not gonna focus, but just take my word for it. Yeah, well. So what you're gonna wanna do, there's your piece of fish, obviously. You just sprinkle it all on there. Get it pretty heavy on that first side, and then for the second side, just do a light layer. You don't have to do it that way. You can do it heavy on both sides or light on both sides. It just depends on what you like. But if you've never done it before and you're just trying it out to see what it's like, I would suggest doing it this way. So once your pan starts to smoke, I don't know if y'all can see that. Yeah, you can. Right in here where it's smoking. That's what you want to see. And then you just, oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's gonna go crazy, but. Okay, so now you can see that white edge that's starting to form on that fish. That's what you want to see. So you take it, flip it over. Look at there. Looky there. Looky there. So it's been literally cooking about 3 minutes, about a minute and a half on each side. Watch this, flaking apart. Just like we want it to be. So it doesn't take long at all, and bada bing, bada boom, there it is. And as you can see, it keeps the fish nice and flaky. It's a very nice way to cook fish for fish tacos. I've made really good blackened fish sandwiches before. So there's a lot of things you can do with it after you blacken it. Golly. Super white meat. There's no bloodline to clean out. There's very little bone that you have to cut out. And a lot of people get freaked out by brim because they think that you have to like scale them and clean them whole and then fry them. And a lot of people aren't a fan of seeing a tail still attached to the fish, and I totally get that. I'm a fan of it, but you know, do you. But you don't have to clean them like that either. As you saw, I filleted them out. As long as they're big enough, you're not gonna waste any meat, so fillet them up, cook them like that. And I think a lot of people get scared away from cooking fish because they think you gotta fry it or you gotta do something big and extravagant with it. And really and truly, any way you cook fish is not gonna be that hard, but I can understand the people that don't wanna create like a pretty big mess with grease and flour and cornmeal and all that stuff if you're going to fry fish. If you aren't a fan of frying or anything like that, try this out, because you literally need 4 things: a pan, butter or some sort of oil, spices, and your fish, and you're done. And it takes little to no time. If you cook pasta or rice or make a sandwich out of this stuff, all those other things are going to take way longer than the fish does to prepare, I promise. If you're new to the fishing world or new to the fish cooking world, I really hope this video helped you out. My main goal for this video was just to show an easy way to catch fish and cook them, and to help people realize that there's not a whole bunch that has to go into the whole fishing experience. Before I get out of here, I just want to thank everybody so much for tuning in to today's video. It was a blast to make. Y'all stay tuned. We're gonna have a lot more stuff coming up, especially as the months get warmer, and I'm super excited for everything to come in 2021. I hope every single one of you out there are having a great and fantastic day. Hope y'all catch some big fish here coming up soon, and I'll be seeing you later. Look at that.
Yeah.
So let's quit talking about it and get the pan cranked up and the seasons filleted up. Filleted seasons.